mate. I need an elevator. Okay, thank you very much to our prolific host. Can we give them a big round of applause? To the admin officers of NMP, to my colleagues, to the graduates, a pleasant afternoon. Okay, can you please make a noise? Can I see the hands of those who are inspired? So I think I shouldn't be here because you are already inspired. Well, I would borrow the word of Steve earlier. Well, Steve, your hand please. Thank you for making me thank you for making me shake. Because he put pressure, a lot of pressure, describing who Mr. Rines is or Dr. Rines is. Well, title doesn't matter. Now, yes, the wow word. Okay. Earlier, I was thinking about wow. When I entered here, I said, wow, 4 batches, and then you are considered to be special batches. Now, the first day I met this batch there, the 3.12, I asked them, what made you special? And they could not just simply describe why they're special. I said, you are special because may itlog kayo. Special, may itlog. Now knowing and hearing about manok na pula, so itlog na pula. So this is a huge crowd, and then this reminds me of my graduation in PICC, my graduation in Araneta, and my graduation, again, graduation, a lot of graduation. Diba, pakilang graduation na to. And I would like to give you a huge congratulations. Well, 10 days is not a joke. 10 days, yes, the sacrifice. Every morning, 3 hours of the morning, you have to wake up. You have to beat the traffic, not to be late. For those who are so committed, coming here at 6 a.m., opening. They're the ones opening, right? And others would come at 10. So they would just smile. And they would not even greet me. So I didn't want to greet me. Okay, well anyway, yes, sacrifices, collecting eye bags as well. And then now, you have that blue certificate, that blue folder. So what is it for you? So what is in it for this folder? Responsibility. Now, yes, I am tasked here to give you an inspiring speech. So probably the take home, because the 4 batches here were not with me. So I will give you the 5 main areas where you can be effective as instructors and as well assessors. So every time I deliver my speech, if I had a batch, just 1 batch, I speak for 30 minutes. Now that we have 4 batches, fasten your seatbelts. Okay, so the first major area that I want you to bring home tonight is the K, knowledge. Okay, so because knowledge is power, and great power comes great electricity bill. So if you want to be competent, you must be knowledgeable. So there's still a long way to go before you become really outstanding, effective instructors. You've just started. And then probably you may consider us, our trainers here, to be achievers. So it's not really easy to be instructors. Okay, but we've come this far. And the same with you who has this commitment. Okay, I believe that you will also reach your goals. So what is in store for you? So I believe this is not a coincidence. You've been called. You know, I remember Mark Twain. He said that there are 2 most important days in our life. Do you know the first important day of our lives? The first day is, or the first important day is the day when you were born. And the second day is the time you found the reason why. So meaning your purpose. Who would have thought that you would be enrolling in the 6.09 or 3.12? So you are really called for this. So do whatever it takes. You must be knowledgeable. So that whatever question your trainees will be asking you, you're able to answer. Then the second, once you have already established your knowledge, so the next is probably the skill. So have the skill. No one can learn how to swim without getting into the water. So the same thing, no one can teach effectively without you starting to teach. So please, next month or probably next week, Monday, embark immediately on teaching. Don't wait for a year or 2 years, because all these things that you learn here may fade. Unless you want to repeat the course. And I would be very glad to see you again and do those things, right? Okay. So the third is, what do you think? As you explore, as you teach, you learn your techniques. It's okay to copy at first. You may copy me, you may copy your trainers there, because actually we've mastered copying. Right? Okay. And find your own niche. Find your own comfort zone. Find your own style. If humor does not come to you naturally, forget it. But if you want to invest in humor, because humor really is one of the ingredients for it to be effective, because if you want to use entertainment in teaching with fun and learning, so you must invest in humor. So stop watching Ang Probinsyano. Ang kabayo palabas ngayon. Okay? So if you want to be humorous or comedians, siyempre yung mga nakakatawa. Okay? Makinig kayo sa akin. Okay, so that is experience. So, acquire experience, a lot of experience. Experience is not what happens to us, it is what we do and what happens to us. And we educators would say that experience is the best. The best? Okay. I thought you are historians, because historians would say, no, experience is not the best teacher, because history repeats. Educators would really blow their trumpets and say, experience is the best teacher. And then you go for your technique. Okay, so I already mentioned technique. So again, knowledge, skill, technique, experience. And the most important, this will really a very good instrument or an ingredient for you to stay in the industry. If you want to make it, if you want to have a lot of projects, if you want to be busy, if you want, there are a lot of phone calls, projects, attitude. The way you sit is an attitude. Look at the way you sit. Upong uwi. Okay. Nakikita ko sa pag-upo ang attitude, sa paglalakad, sa pagsasalita. Okay? So, huwag naman masyadong humble, kasi too much humility is boastfulness. Huwag naman sobrang boastful. Okay? So, I want you to do your best, because that is the most important. Doing your best is better than being the best. We cannot always be the best, because there are better people than we are, lesser and better people than we are. So right now, all you can do is probably celebrate. I should say go and multiply. So I forgot how many participants we have here. It's probably more than 80. If you are 80, if you would be teaching already next week, all of you hired already. So the recruitment officer would ask you, what is assessment? What is teaching? O di ba, gamitin natin yung skills. And you're all hired. And you'll be teaching 24 participants, assuming 24 maximum, okay, participants. So how many are you going to teach? So inspire them, motivate them. Okay, so be contagious, share what you know. Because in sharing, we learn. So I believe, that's all. Natahimik na po kayo lahat. Okay? So kapag natatahimik natin, natapos ko na. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.